get drafted by the Pacers and you fly to Indiana to meet Larry Legend to have your press conference and stuff, and you see Larry Legend.
First of all, he's a lot bigger than people think.
He definitely is.
Right?
He definitely is.
And he has this intimidating aura about him. Like he tries to be genuine. You can tell he old school.
That ain't him.
Nah, he old school. Like, nah, but we're here to work. Yeah. So having that as opposed to having a happy-go-lucky kind of guy my rookie year, another thing is still my mentality and kind of kept me like where I needed to be. Yeah. So meeting him, obviously, it was a little nerve-wracking and whatnot, but to say you were drafted by Larry Bird, like I still got my jersey, he signed it when I first, that's stuff I'm showing my grandkids, showing my children and stuff like that, so, that was a hell of a night, man.
How was it playing with Paul George, man? You played with that, this is when he was like really coming into his own and becoming one of them guys in the league. How was it watching how he was handling his business?
Bro, fucking superstar, bro.
Right.
And there's one thing to be a superstar on the court, it's another thing to be a superstar off the floor too. And he just lived that persona at that time. Like he was just the epitome of what I thought it was like to be a star.
Be a pro,
right? And to be a pro at that too. And people see P but they don't see his work ethic, bro. That's another thing. Before I got drafted, he was one of the first ones to hit me up. Hey, come to the house. He had a court in his garage, and then we go there and play just just like competitive shoot. Like he would take me fishing, he loved to go fishing and whatnot. He would take me out in the lake, and he really kind of took me on his wing too. And I kind of just watched the way he worked. People don't realize like rookies, they watch everything, bro.
Yeah.
You might tell them something, but I know they watch every single thing. It's interesting to be out here in summer league and kind of just be a young but be an OG. I'm going to my 9th year, and I still feel like young as hell. I got some status, man. But nah, man, like PG for real, like he was just he was the blueprint for me, and just kind of watching the way he went about his business, and to this day, still fucking superstar, bro.
Yeah. Y'all just signed Hollenberg. He's a young star, came over there. What you think about him and the progress of him being a young guy coming into his own and the organization committing to him?
It's fun to watch because I feel his plight. He got slighted a little bit in that Sacramento.
Yeah.
Right?
Straight up.
And he took that shit and was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Yeah. And he came in turned the league on his head last year.
He
had a crazy, before his injury, he was going off. The Wally Survey dude was talking crazy to him. Turned him up, bro. When I tell you that turned him up, I think that was the best thing that could have happened for him.
Let me ask you this. How were y'all, what was the locker room like? We've already been in the locker room when something like that happened. And us as teammates, first of all, because two things. Because first it was like, where the hell did this come from?
Right, like
Tyrese never said nothing or anything about it, right? But how were y'all as teammates? Like, yo, how we get on the plane or the bus after the game, like, y'all see this? Like, how was it for y'all when y'all heard it?
Bro, it was interesting because I used to play the 2Ks back in the day, so I knew who Wally Survey was, and I was like, all right, shooter, like, cool.
From 2K,
right? Like that's the generation, bro.
Right.
So it was like, all right, shooter, he was cool, but when he said that, I went into a deep dive on him. I was like, all right, made an all-star and shit, but why are you hating, bro? Like, this is what we talked about before the show, talking about that gap between the younger generation and the older generation. It's a lot of hate that kind of happens both ways. And that's something I'm personally kind of committed to, is kind of bridging that gap a bit, because bro, it's just even today, I just saw you in the lobby. It's like, yo, what's up, bro? How y'all living? That's how it's supposed to be.
I mean,
too many ways. People just pass by y'all, right? But they won't even say what's up. Just and just keep that shit pushing. I don't fuck with that. No. But anyways, back to the original point. With Reese in that situation, we were all just kind of like, well, how's he gonna react? Right? We can all sit here and laugh about it, but on some real shit, all right, he done called you out. How you gonna react? Right? And he turned up, bro.
Yeah, he
turned up. Had a game winner in Miami. Had a 50-ball the night before. He just was talking, just going crazy, bro. And man, Reese is someone that I see coming into his own, right before my very eyes and whatnot. And it's actually kind of dope because he's mature beyond his years. He's not he's not as young as what his age is. He knows the game, he knows the business, and he can fucking hoop.
Yeah,
he sees everything,
hoop,
bro.
yeah.
So I've never tried to. One thing about him, he always talks about is he don't like to be little bro, and that's a big thing. And when he comes into this, it's very easy to kind of try to it ain't about that, bro. That's my point guard at the end of the day. So
who made you believe defensive is important? Because, in this game, the object is just to get a bucket. So everybody want to get a bucket. Everybody want to get a dunk. Everybody want to look good. But who instilled in you that defense is important?
I remember the exact debate. It was my pops. Clearly, he was the one who really got me into it. But my favorite player growing up was Dirk, right? I'm from Dallas. You know, they had just won that championship. You know, I'm going in the driveway, trying to do the fadeaway and shit. And that was like, you know, I was I've always been able to shoot. So it's like kind of what I aspire. Like, okay, like just watching the way he worked and whatnot. And then it was a debate, me and my dad in the living room. We might have been in the barbershop, now that I think about it. I don't remember for sure, but he was like, man, she said, you're more of a Kevin Garnett kind of player. And I was like, nah, man, shit, you know, Dirk out here shooting threes, he's doing this. He was like, nah, you trust me, you got the same build as him, you more of a Kevin Garnett. I said, no, Dad, I want to be like Dirk, and this and that. Yeah, I want to get buckets. And then you started really looking into Kevin Garnett, just the intensity, the way he like plays, the way he carry himself, and it's like, bro, like, I get it. All right, Dad, I get it. Like, I get what you're going for. And then that's watching him, that really did it for me. And in my pre-draft process, you know, I got to meet him, and he, you know, invited me over to the crib, literally just to kick it, to sit on the couch just like this and just kick it, bro. Yeah. And just pick his brain a little bit.
How was that?
Bro, it was intense. It was intense because I can tell the whole time he was like kind of like, I won't say clocking me, but he was like, all right, what you about, young fella? Like, what you about, young buck? Like, and it was just real, bro. We just sat here and talked just like this. Yeah. And that's how it's supposed to be, bro. We sat here and we watched some highlights, and he was like, I don't give a fuck what it is. It's shit. You go at them motherfuckers. You go at them motherfuckers. It's, I don't give a fuck. Where they project you, this, and that. Just going on, bro. We're just sitting there chilling. And then, like, that came out of nowhere. I was like,
you was over there like,
sir.
That's it. That's it. That's it. So KG is one of the guys you pat in your game. As you
defensively, especially just the way he, I know y'all know because y'all played against him, but it's all I can go off his film. It's the way he played drop coverage. To me, it's just like the stance he gets in, how low he gets in, how he prides himself. And
intensity.
Being like a 7-footer, being 6'11", like just, that intensity is real.
I think defensively, like they never really give you your props defensively every year. And I know that sometimes that kind of frustrates you. What you feel about like the league not noticing defensively what you bring to the table?
It used to eat at me a lot until I just realized, you know, you got to play the game and play the game. So just go there and just go out there and show who you are. But sometimes you're going to control so much, right? Yeah. So I know what I bring to the table. I know these GMs know what I bring to the table. I know my team knows what I bring to the table. So I know I add value wherever I'm an asset wherever I go. That was enough for me. Not getting the recognition for it, it would have been nice. Like I said, you're able to pop your shit, like go to your peoples. Like I did that, look back on it. But knowing that I'm an asset and knowing my worth, once I learned that to look at it like that, I was cool. I was like, all right, fuck it, you can keep Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, and I think like you say, the most important thing you said out of that is like your teammates. You know what I'm saying? Your teammates and your organization that you with, they know. You done been there with PG, you done seen guys come and go. With Tyrese and what you guys have built, you know, y'all just recruited Bruce Brown there. Y'all got Jarris Walker. Like, how do you feel moving forward with the team y'all got, and how do you feel that the city is responding to the team? Like I say, you've been there 9 years. I feel like Indiana is one of the places in the league has like a crazy fan base, whether it gets motorized or not. Like, how do you feel like, you know, the city and everybody responding to what y'all looking like coming forward?
First of all and foremost, I love the moves we made so far. You know, we got Obi Toppin from New York. He's someone that I feel really, really started to show out at the end of last year when he got that opportunity.
He never really got an opportunity.
Yeah, like, when Drew was out for a little bit, he got to go there and kind of like show. I didn't realize he could shoot as well as he did. On top of being as athletic and, you know, just running and jumping as he is. So he was someone's big. Bruce Brown was at the top of my list. It's crazy to see. I played against him a couple years ago when he was in Brooklyn. He was playing the 5.
Yeah, I told people that he played the 5.
And I was like, yo,
formidable.
And I'm sitting here like, okay, it's not like, you know, we're banging. He's just active as shit. Like he's in the dunker. Like he's coming up. He's setting screen. I'm like, I'm tired of chasing him around. Yeah, I just want to, bro, hit me with floaters. Like, he's like, yo, who the fuck is this guy, right? And then he goes to the next team. He's playing the 3. Then he's playing point. I'm like, you had to have a utility guy like that. One of our first guys I played was Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young was a utility guy, and he can do everything, like a Swiss Army knife.
Shout out Thaddeus.
Yeah, Thad was one of my OGs as well. Like really put me on a lot of shit too. But like we needed something like that because I know we've been to the playoffs with that. We've been successful with that. You know, we've been in a drought the past 3 years of the playoffs. My first 4 years I came into the league, like actually compete Game 7s and like that's the type of stuff I miss, and I know what it takes to get there. Yeah, you know, and so he was something that we definitely need as well, and. You know, excitement, bro. When you got a point guard who can see everything, the lobs, like just the dimes, the way he does it, it brings flashiness to the game. And in the Midwest, like that's kind of important. People come to see the show. You know what I mean? End of the day, I know it's about winning, but like when it comes to selling tickets, when it comes to actually putting butts in seats, they come for the show itself. And I feel like that's kind of what we're starting to get back into with our run and jump and the way we play defense.